Hey, so greetings and welcome back. So today we're going to be we're going to be working on our own extension. So you kind of see here, if I go to windmill code, oh, right, there is our extension, right? So we got it out, right? Supports all sorts of features. So what we wanted to try to do here is our task. So we know we go ahead and run our task, right? There's a little set of tasks here, right? So what we want to try to do with this is we want to try to um, make this generic, right? So it'll be easier to write out tasks. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. So let's try to see how this looks, right? So where I left off here in my kind is that, so this is going to be a VS Code task definition, right? So I have to go grab that, right? And then my OS. So each of these functions, right, these tasks, they need the OS, and then they need the workspace folder, right? So by default, I could just go grab these values. I could just go populate these values, right? And then I would just say OS platform. So equal OS platform, and then it looks like I have to import that. Alright, and then I need my workspace folder. So I'll just go grab it from there. That's it's indicated. And then I think what I really want to do is I think this task will reload, so I just want to see if this value is defined. So I need that, and then there's also two additional things that I need. So I'm going to need the file name. I'm going to need the task file, which is a string. Right, and then I say it will be assigned. It will be assigned. And then I think that's the only thing, right? And then, okay, so I need a couple things, right? I'm gonna need the task scope. I'm gonna need a couple things here, right? And then I want to default our vscode task scope, right? It's going to equal this workspace here, right? I'm going to need the name, the source, and the name and then the source. Alright, so say task name is going to be a string, right? That's going to be defined. Right, I'll say give me a name. Right, so I'll just let the user know, hey, gotta give it the name. That's the task source. Then what I'll try to do is vscode task.abe. Says that's indicated that it doesn't have. So I say task so it's kind of interesting that I figured it out. But okay, and then I'll sit here. Give me a source. Good. All right, good. So these will be my create task params, right? And now what I'll do, so my executable I'll have to pass in. I'll just call it the executable. Then shell execution args, right? I have to figure out why this isn't working for the most part. I'm gonna just leave it around. So I believe it's going to be params.workspace folder. I definitely want to. And then I definitely the shell execution options, and then I think what I'll do is I'll make it a part of the, because I want to give as much customization to the user as possible here. So. And so, let me try to write out this function definition. Let's see what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so there, right? I've destructured this argument, right? So now all these values are getting populated with whatever the end developer decides. So let's continue to provide this for Windows. And then I think this is the code responsible, so I'm gonna put that here. And then it says current OS. You can't really find it, but I think that's coming in my create task param. So let's go try to do this. So I say current OS, then I say the executable, right? And it kind of looks, and then issue while loading, and then I would say the test. I'll say the test source. Oh, and then let's say task. Yeah, it looks like I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, I think that's right. So now, right, so all this stuff is made generic now. What I could do, right, is that I don't necessarily need these functions, right? Right, I just create my params, and then I think the only two things I care about is the source, that is the name, the source, and the file. So let's try to update it like so. Right, so let me go and update it like so. Alright, so this is the work that I have here, right? So this is everything. So now all these parameters I don't need. I can make this smaller, right? If I'm the result, yeah, no. So this is kind of everything here. I have my function handling all the logic, right? And then this get task, right, is less troublesome, right? So now I think the try catch, right, can occur here instead of here. But I think, yeah, this needs to propagate, but I'll just leave this out and then we'll see. And then I don't think this should be in coming from the channel. I think this needs to come up as a notification. I'll deal with that later, but let's see what this looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to debug our application. Well, here in the extension host, basically what we're looking for is these tasks, right, and their executables. So let's try to see what that looks like. So I'll go ahead, run task. Right, my task is windmill code. Oh, it looks like I got. Right, so before I had an issue, but I believe I got to work now. I didn't call the create tasks function. Right, say this. Right, then these are the branches. So let's try to see what this looks like. So never scan the output. Right, and then from here I'm gonna choose my option, update, and then say additional work. And so that's how that looks. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and reach out to